Heard more in cannon damage the street, defeat leader. Man in the heat, reppin' the Northwest, better be banging this, speak this language is deep. Something like Pitt's voice, hit you with a coin flip as if you had a choice. Light you up like Las Vegas, rolling flares, scorching the gums. Trouble, can you hear the battle drums? Cold and hit the raw spin.
I just been getting all my shit back together after getting back. You know how it takes a minute sometimes. You kind of like settle into it. But other than that, good, bro. Fucking, I just made a beat that I think is like made for Eclipse, so.
Oh, okay.
We'll see. Some pianos and such. And then if not, like, there was one that I made for us, too, that we didn't use that might be perfect. So that way we got two to send him.
Oh, all right.
You know, unless you want them, you pick. I was going to send them to your Facebook, but I didn't know if you checked that yet, because I seen you had a Facebook up now.
Yeah, I got it good now. Shit, I think how you send it, you can send it through Facebook because I can get it right there on Messenger, like how you was doing it with Marquise.
Yeah, and I mean that really what that's for, bro, is just so you can hear it right then and there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, I'll do that for you because I want you to see what you think. And like I said, like if you're like, oh, I want that one, he can wait, then that's fine too. Yeah, but
I seen your pictures, man. It looked like y'all had a good time.
Yeah, bro, it was perfect. It's kind of a trip. Like up here, like the Oregon coast is typically kind of cold. You know what I'm saying? Like it's always like 60 degrees or below kind of deal. Even in the summer, I notice a lot of times it's pretty low 60s, and then you got like overcast and rainy. And so when you book, when you book stuff, it's kind of like hit or miss, you know? And then, like it wasn't looking too great. And then the week of, I looked at our weather and it was like 80 degrees, sunny. I was like, what the fuck? That never happens.
No. Hey, I got some shit. I'm trying to send it to you later on today. I got this fucking phone that died on me last night. I was in there with my fucking phone. That shit, I ain't go to sleep till about like fucking 6 o'clock in the morning. So the phone was turned on. I got up and turned it on, and I sent the messages. I was like, shit. I got up and shit. It was a little bit after 12 o'clock. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, I was just letting you know I was back and shit. Like, I can't even really put forth like full effort today because she only works like 3 hours and she just gets off in a little bit, and then I'm gonna continue to kind of do it how I've been. Yeah,
I want to send you some shit, dude. I got something on video and shit, dude. I'm sitting up here watching Paranormal caught on camera. This motherfucker, I'm gonna mention it and shit when we do the podcast tonight.
Oh,
this
okay.
dude, he retired in Vegas about like 8 years ago, and he makes money off. He has like night vision, some type of fucking optical night vision type of shit where he just would be watching the skies. You can't see it with the human eye.
Right.
But this motherfucker, they show some shit and he stays in Summerlin, and that's like fucking like up north, like literally like maybe 20, 30, maybe about like a good 30, 45 minutes from here where I'm at.
Yeah.
And he was aiming at the fucking mountain. I could step out here and see where he was aiming at, Blue Diamond. And he was like, he watched the motherfucking shit. It's on Paranormal on camera too. You can Google this shit.
Huh.
He caught a motherfucking spaceship, dude. This motherfucker was low down on the motherfucking low with the mountain. Then it rose up and the motherfucker soared. And it soared over by Black Mountain. Then next thing you know, he's like, now it's by Nellis Air Force Base over there where I used to stay at.
Right.
And he said he said he clocked it for the speed that it was going. He said it took it about like 2 or 3 minutes to get from where it was all the way the fuck over here from one side of Vegas to the motherfucking northeast side of Vegas.
God damn.
And so the way he clocked it, he said the motherfucker had to be traveling at least over 1,000 miles per hour.
Right.
And so I'm sitting up there, I got a buzz and shit. I said, man, I'm just step outside and just look at the sky. Now I noticed it wasn't no stars out. It wasn't even no fucking, usually be like fucking helicopters and shit flying by, and you could see the planes taking off from McCarran.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, what the fuck is this blinking back here and shit? And then it shows itself, then it fade out, then the motherfucker, next thing you know, it show itself, it was in a different area. Then next thing I know, there's like 2 other different little motherfucking specks like that doing that. So I grabbed my phone.
Hell yeah.
And when I started recording and shit, got like a good a minute, 49, 45 seconds of this shit, right? And you can literally see what I was talking about as I was filming this shit. I was like, look, there's no stars in the sky. Ain't no wind blowing. It's hot as fuck. It was after 12 o'clock.
Right.
And I'm like, just pay attention, and then you can see that motherfucker pop up, and then you can see the motherfucker disappear. Then you can see the motherfucker pop up somewhere else. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
When Keith seen that shit, he was like, man, I showed my nephew last night. He was like, Uncle, you should put that shit on YouTube.
Huh. You know what you should do, bro, like, is text it to me, or better yet, just email it to me somehow. Give it to me somehow, and I'll put it on your Instagram and shit.
Yeah, because I only send it to one person. I send it to my homeboy, Rich, and send it to him. Like you said, send it to him through Facebook.
Right,
so
right.
He got it. So I think that's the same way I'm gonna send it to you and shit. So
yeah,
that shit is just crazy as fuck, man. I'm literally sitting up there like, what the fuck is this shit?
Right. Well,
and
when that is fucking nuts, man. I can't wait to see that. Yeah, you know that's great. Like it's Las Vegas, bro. Who the fuck knows? And you got all that open space and all the fucking, you know what I'm saying? So who the fuck knows? I didn't see nothing like that. I seen a dead seal.
You seen a dead seal?
Yeah. Me and DeMar went out like the last day that we were gonna be. So I guess yesterday, whatever. Anyway, so we're out on the beach and shit, and she's like checking stuff out, picking up seashells or whatever. And I'm looking and I see this like lump, and I'm like, oh, whoa! I wonder if somebody left their bag. You know what I mean? Because I was looking way out in the distance. So I'm gonna go check that shit out, right? You know, you never know what the fuck you're gonna find. Anyway, I get a little closer, and it was like a dead baby seal.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, so, you know, and I didn't even realize how many there were on the Oregon coast like that, but so I went up to look for bite marks and shit, because I just got done watching Shark Week.
Yeah, you've been Shark Week, man. I was going to say, man, you sure the motherfucking sharks are floating around it, bro.
Yeah, well, there really ain't supposed to be no sharks up here, bro. Like, I think, I don't know, I'm going to be wrong probably, but I think the ones that
watching Shark Week, not to cut you off, I was watching Shark Week. They were saying it was a spot where sharks weren't supposed to be, but they ended up migrating. You know, right. Like the sharks is like, okay, we run out of food over here. Let's go up over here. And the problem was that people was feeding them motherfuckers.
Right, that is the problem. Yeah, and see, and that's what I think, because Northern California's seen a pretty big explosion in their great white population, and I don't know, you know, I'm not a fucking biologist or whatever the fuck, and like, so I don't know, like, I'm sure they could swim up the Oregon coast. Our water's pretty cold up this way, but like, you know what I mean? So I wouldn't doubt if there's some great whites lurking out there, but we're supposed to only have like dogfish, little sharks and shit like that are kind of hard to find, and, you know, and who knows, but bro, why the fuck not have great whites up here? I mean, but also you got orcas up here too, you know, so they might be driving them back.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That shit crazy.
Anyway, but yeah, bro, fucking I'll probably get my shit done and get to moving on some things.
But yeah, that'll work. Because I was like, I said, Colt, gotta see this shit. First, it was the first thing I said. I was like, oh fuck. Oh yeah, you gonna trip off this shit? Because it was like, man. I said, I know I'm not tripping. So I waved the camera around. I ran my phone around. Like, as everybody can see, there's no stars in the sky.
Right.
But what the fuck is this? This motherfucker right here. I said, you can vaguely see it. I said, just pay attention. Then that motherfucker pops up. Then it looks like a star for a minute, but you can see it pulsating and blinking. Then it just disappears.
Right.
And then when it reappears, it's like at a lower altitude, and then it goes to sideways altitude, and it's like, man, this motherfucker, maybe this motherfucker's looking at me.
Right. Trying to check you out, yeah.
And the crazy thing about it is it's just like, okay, I'm recording. I figured while you recorded, there's no time limit.
Right.
As I was recording it, after it showed itself maybe by like a good three, maybe 4 times, some shit like that, my fucking phone cut off. I'm like, oh shit, they hit me with the bop gun. I said, I'm going in now.
Yep. I'm good on that. Yeah, I don't blame you, bro.
And I actually fucking stayed up. I'm like, maybe the motherfuckers might fucking wake up and motherfucker pulling on my leg and shit. I stayed up for about like 2 more hours and shit. I seen the sun come up. I'm like, okay, motherfucker pop up now. The neighbors will see him.
Right. That's funny. That's a trip, bro.
I was like, I'm not going to sleep right now. It's too dark.
Right. That's a trip. Yeah, I don't blame you.
Put some up there on him. It's like, West Coast icon, lyrical legend.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw that up there for him.
Hell yeah, do that, bro. Yep. No, it's the shit though, man. I like that how you said that was sharp. Makes you want to sharpen your tools.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw that out there. I'm telling you, he's got sharp, make a motherfucker sharpen his toes. Lyrical, West Coast icon, lyrical legend.
He is. It's amazing. I mean, like if you think about it, like when has Lynch not been around for the West Coast? You know what I'm saying? Like if you look as far back, how you tell me stories about, oh well, I think that was like 89 or 87 or something when you're talking about some of the tracks that you first put out. Like think about that motherfucker. Like he was out there probably in like 85, 86 fucking doing that shit.
Yeah, because he was asking me the other day. He was like, yeah, Pim, man, how old are you now? I was like, shit, 47. He was like, shit, yeah, I'm 52. It's like, yeah. And Lauren was like, when did you guys first meet? I said, shit, fucking 92, 93, something. She's like, 30. You guys been knowing each other for like 34 years. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, that's some shit, bro. It's insane to think about. There's a lot of times we have these conversations and I'm like, later on I'll catch myself like doing whatever the fuck and I'm like, god damn, and I'll think about something you said or a story you told or whatever, and it always just kind of hits me, you know what I mean? Definitely.
Yeah.
It's like you're saying. Sorry.
Not to cut you off. It was like we was talking the other day. It was like I was like, I was telling Lauren, I was like, man, we was all on face chatting. I was like, it was times when she, we was drinking Mad Dog 2020. And it was like, nigga was like, hey man, I'm gonna tell you something, man. Because you my favorite rapper.
Right.
Like, you my favorite, man. You my favorite rapper, Pit. I'm like, nigga, you my favorite rapper. I said, nigga, I feed off your energy. She's like, we feed off your energy.
Yep.
Lauren's like, oh, you're gonna make me cry. You're gonna make me cry.
Oh, that's the
shit.
She
was gonna fucking ask me, say, somebody came to me and fucking thought I was Mexican. Do I look Mexican to you? I said, no. You just got good hair. And they just bust out laughing and shit.
Oh, shit.
And she was telling me about, I said, did you see? I said, I seen y'all driving down the road with the blue rag fountain on. And she was like, yeah, well, I was doing it. And somebody told me he was doing it for Nipsey, talking about Nipsey. And then she said the rag ended up flying out the window.
Oh, no.
And I was like, yeah, that was on Nipsey. Nipsey said, I'll take that, thank you.
Yep. That's some shit, bro. You know what? Funny, like, thing about Nipsey, like, that motherfucker, like, I think about this anytime anybody brings him up. But I remember legitly, like, this is before we went on tour, but it was like, so, oh man, it was a while before then. So it must have been like 2006, 7 or whatever. Anyway, fucking, I remember Nipsey been around for a minute, bro, but I actually fucking briefly talked to him, and I was like, this is like when I was still pretty, like, didn't know much, and who would have known how big Nipsey Hussle would have got? Because I remember the first couple times I heard some of his mixtapes, I was kind of like, it's not really my shit, but I like it, you know what I'm saying? And then I remember, and I talked to him on MySpace, bro.
Oh, okay. That's when MySpace was out. Yeah, you're right. That was around like in 2005, 6 and shit.
Yeah,
like
because it was like, because I was I was like kind of like, you know, I was getting ready to put out like my first album or whatnot, and like I was just networking, you know what I'm saying? That's how I talked to him. So it's not like we had like some friendship you know what I mean? It's not like that. It was like real brief. But like, you know, at the same time I was talking to like Devin the Dude and Fiend. You remember Fiend from No Limit? Yeah, I was talking to them and shit, and fucking Nipsey was somebody I just ran across, bro. I didn't even know who the fuck he was. I'm not even gonna lie. I mean, I don't think most people did at the time, but it was like a real quick couple things. And I'm like, man, you know, God rest his soul, but I was like, fuck, I wish I would have got that feature. I wish I would have been like, hey, bro, you want to do a track? You know?
Yeah, that's the crazy thing about it. See, I don't know if you checked out Blue Angel.
I tried looking for him, bro. I did try looking for him. I must have done something wrong, but I'm gonna keep at him. Anyway, go ahead, sorry.
Just, you know, all you gotta just say Blue Angel, you know, North Las Vegas, Blue Angel, you know. Blue Angel from Donna.
Yeah, I'll check it out. That's what I'll do. I'll type in Blue Angel.
He was just a little before he had passed and shit. He was in the studio with him, chopping him up. They got a picture with him and shit. He was getting ready to try to do some shit with him.
Yeah. Yeah, damn. Yeah, dude out here, cool night.
Because his daddy, Blue Angel's father, Mogab brother, Donna Ray, you know, a.k.a. Dickie Jones, he was the one that sung on The Sickness.
Oh, shit. Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Huh.
So Blue Angel, that motherfucker could sing too. So, you know what I'm saying? He could blow like his, you know, he had a voice like, you know, basically he was music. He could rap and sing.
Right. Yeah, that's.
And he was doing his own fucking choruses and shit. Like, you know, like if he wanted to do some R&B shit.
Yeah.
As far as like when he get on the chorus, he would sing his shit.
Yeah, we should.
It's a song called. Matter of fact, it's a song called "I'm From Donna."
I'm gonna Google him while you're talking and shit real quick, cause that way I just have it up, cause I can.
Yeah, he said, it's on Donna. He said, so what it blew was on Donna. And then on top about it, the way he rapped, he kind of had like a voice like Scarface and shit. So it was grimy.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking him up. I'm looking him up right now.
He's the big black motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm trying. Is it spelled? Oh, you know what?
Blue Angel.
Yeah, that's what I put in, but fucking, I'm just having no luck.
Just hit on Donna. That's on Donna.
That's on Donna? Alright.
Yeah.
Okay.
By Blue Angel.
Gotcha.
Because there was a couple of cats from Donna, and think he did like a remix with another cat. They was filming videos and shit. He has a good fan base and shit. He was doing it because all, you know, everybody over there in our block and shit, you know about us and shit. Because like I say, Doomsday, when we was all over there in the same neighborhood.
Yeah, no, I get it. I'm gonna find it. I'll keep looking for it. Shit.
He said, I will do something, and that's on Donna, something, and that's on Donna. And then he was, so what it blew, Donna.
I got one that came up it's called Bay Blue from Donna, but I don't think that's what that is.
Oh, that's probably one. That's one of the little YGs.
Yeah.
One of the young gangsters and shit. But Blue, if you see a video, he on there. But it was like second, third generation, you know.
Right.
And Blue Angel was getting ready to, you know, try to run that part.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out.
That's why when the homie OG came through and shit last week, he was like, "Pit, what you doing? You know, Blue Angel don't pass. I know y'all kind of like, since y'all weren't doing nothing." He was kind of like trying to keep Northtown rolling. He was like, "Nigga, now that you back, you got the keys back. You know, you always had the keys back in the city. You know, okay, you got the keys to the neighborhood."
Hell yeah.
So, like I said, there's some niggas over there thirsty and shit, nigga. when this shit expands the right way and shit, there's some cats on there. If you listen to some of this shit, it's some of the motherfuckers that I can just go give them. It's like, nigga, come on, just jump in the booth.
Well, you know what we should do, bro, is let's not get ahead of ourselves all the way, but let's get some of these things. I told you, A through Z. Right. But man, that really does. I like the idea of that. I'm definitely not against. Let's go ahead and we could almost do like a Northtown. You know what I'm saying? Like the the old albums and shit. But you know what I'm saying? You pick a couple of them up out of there. Because let's do that. Fucking why not, right? A lot of people, they don't have the tools that we do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And everybody. I think everybody deserves a shot, bro. I do.
I mean, say for instance, if I should get to but when I should get to rolling, I can easily go and just I'm gonna grab a motherfucking handful of motherfuckers and shit, be like, at least, honestly, I can go grab at least, motherfuckers I know that's with it.
Right.
And, I'll go grab 4 or 5 motherfuckers on different projects and shit and hey, come drop this.
Well, I figured, but I figured too, man, you grab them and showcase, like I'm saying, though, is it would be cool to put together a comp disc for them too, I'd we could do all the beats for them and shit if they don't have them, etc. You know what I'm saying? Obviously let's just make sure they have what they need and then they can pop out on a professional level is what I'm saying. And then, we'll put our name on it, stamp it, sort of deal, and then just see where it goes. Yeah, no, that's totally cool. I mean, I don't know. There's not really.
Figure, you say, for instance, check this out. Like I used talking Blood October. Say, for instance, if a motherfucker have 6 or 7 songs, the same shit. What Lynch is talking about, an LP, nigga be like, hey, we got these tracks. Where my Northtown natives at? Where my, who want to get down and get with me.
Yep. Well, no, that's something too. And then you know what, bro? If this, I'm gonna put all this on probably episode 2. Fucking, if anybody listens to this, get at Apocalypse Pit on Instagram, and if you're from Northtown, you know what I'm saying, and let's just see where it takes us. Right.
Right. And I even had a thought. I was thinking, I was talking about doing an album called Trials and Tribulations.
Right.
I was thinking that this album that we're doing right there, we should just call it Trials, and then follow up behind it with something else, call it The Tribulations.
Bro, I'm not against it. Let's do that. That sounds good. More the merrier, that's what I'm saying. Let's just keep it going.
Because it could have been, Cold Sears, Apocalypse Pit, the Trials.
Yeah.
Then bam, the next one be Cold Sears Pit Tribulations.
Right. Shit. That's what I'm saying. And then have Ghetto Goku on the front of it.
Yeah, because I told Lynch about the project and everything. I was thinking, he was like, man, that should be called. And I even hit him with some shit that I had Twisted Insane and Tragedy tripping off of and shit years back and shit. Because you remember I was telling you about the 360 thing, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Remember I was saying, it's like, how you supposed to live in love on a full 360 if you don't, and because I flipped Lynch and Lauren out with that shit the other night. I was like, I was thinking about doing the E90 album, the 360 and the E90 album. He's like, oh, what's that about? I said, well, full circle, 360.
Right.
Live in love, spell live backwards. And he was like, evil. And I was like, Lauren, I said, spell love backwards. And Lauren, she came right in and she was like, evolve. Okay, y'all got it. If you're supposed to live in love on the 360, or evil evolves on the E90. So you take the 3 and turn it backwards and the 6 upside down.
Oh shit, yep. Yeah, it's
oh wow.
Kind of right in your face when you explain it. That's what I felt like. I remember you telling me that the first time we actually kind of hung out. Actually, it wasn't quite. I think we were at your house. when we drove back from Port Hadlock?
I don't know, man. It had to be if something came to me with that, man, and it was just like a standard that I always try to live by. I was like, you should live in love on a 360. If you don't, evil will evolve on a E90.
Yeah, I'm with it. No, I think that'd be a good like little series of albums to come out with, bro.
Yeah, I was thinking about fucking making a fucking song calling that motherfucker that 360, the good part of living and loving on a 360, and then have that, and then explain and break down the other part on another song on Evil Evolves on the E90. So those like those two songs on the same subject, but like Red Rum and Murder.
Right. You know, it'd be kind of a trip, bro. Like how you're saying that is, I would have to fuck around, right? But like we could try to find like, okay, say I make you a beat and you're like, this is the instrumental I want for this track, right? Well, so you do the one, right? The Live or something, right? And that's the track, right? Well, bro, it's not that big. I could flip it around, reverse it. You see what I'm saying? And then the beat.
That's all it is. It's a totally mirror image. It's whole totally like.
So then, so Live would be the one track or whatever, and then I'd flip the beat, and then you could do the Evil. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fuck. See, this is what we do at fucking 6 a.m. is we, when everybody else is sleeping, fucking.
Yep. Early bird get the worm.
Yep. Exactly. Yeah, so I submitted all my shit, right, last night. I was 100% done and everything. And then I was uploading the tracks. And, fuck, bro, I bounced them all at, like, too high of a quality. So last night, that's why I didn't call you back, because last night I had to go back through and fucking.
Dude, I fell asleep around my like fucking 7 o'clock. I'm sitting up there tuning in, and Marquise was like, it's Uncle Con. It's like, Rich calling you. I'm like, what time is it? I'm trying to watch the game. I fell asleep on the Laker game.
Yeah, they blew him out.
Yeah, they did it too. I was like, at least when I woke up, I checked the scores. I was like, okay, go Lake Show. Because we used to fuck around on the Madden and on the 2K back in the day and shit. Lynch is a Laker and a Dallas Cowboy fan. I'm a Laker and a Raider fan.
Right. You know,
so I used to play video games and shit. Used to go online and shit and just get down.
Yeah. No, that's the shit. Man, I swear to God, like, being as I'm from Montana and shit, it's kind of a trip to me. Like, almost all my friends that are worth a shit are Laker fans. Like, I can't even tell you one person out the top of my head that isn't a fucking Laker fan. Like, and then growing up where I did as well, I was always the only Warrior fan. You know what I'm saying? And then, like... Right. And then we suck. Nobody wants to fucking go for a shitty team. And then, and this is in the 90s, obviously.
Shit, when they fucking got that first championship, I know you was like, motherfuckers.
Man. Bro. Like, I remember it being hard when I was a kid to even find a shirt, bro. Or, like where I was at, like, you know what I'm saying? And Billings is, like, the biggest city in Montana for what it's worth, you know what I'm saying? And like, it was fucking hard to find a Chris Webber jersey, or even before that, a Mullen. I had a Chris Mullen jersey at one point, and I had a Hardaway, but I had to special order them through a fucking store. Shields is the name of the store, but like that was the only way you could get anything. Otherwise, it was Jordan, fucking Magic, all the Lakers shit, like just everything else. I mean, I don't even think you've seen Larry Bird shit really out west like that. But, like, that's pretty much all you've seen. So, coming up. And then being a Raiders fan, bro, too, like, I never thought I was going to see a team of mine win a championship in my lifetime at one point. Right. I was just like, whatever. Like, I remember fucking back in the day when you check the paper to see how the games went when they weren't all on TV, before all the internet shit. I'd be little and fucking looking every time fucking the Warriors sitting down at the very fucking bottom of the Western Conference. And then there was a few times when I would get it. This is true. This is real, 100% real. Obviously, I don't even have to say that. But like, fuck it, I would get excited when I would see, like, say the Clippers would be down below us sometimes, or the Kings. There was a point in time when the Kings was in the last seed. Like, just barely ever did this ever happen. But I'd be, oh, we moved up one. from the bottom to the second to the bottom, and like that was about it. That's as good as it got. But we had some good fucking people, some interesting folks back then too. I mean, everybody else had all their good shit, you know what I'm saying? But we had like Jason Richardson wasn't a slouch, you know what I'm saying? But he just was on the fucking Warriors, right? You know, and that's just how that went. So anyway, enough of my fucking sad stories of being a Warriors fan in the 90s and late 80s.
Shit, they came on alright. Shit, the motherfuckers won the motherfucking championships.
Yeah, I'm not complaining now.
What you got? What they have? Like, what was it, 4?
Mm-hmm.
Shit, because they say when you get 5, that's when you become
dynasty.
Dynasty, yeah.
Well, I think like 3. I think that a 3.
I think they're a dynasty be out with the 4, man. The way they did it.
Well, I mean, look at
nobody can come back and just win 4 championships in 5 years. It got to be a dynasty.
Right. Well, we beat out the Bulls teams. You know what I'm saying? As far as record, like we fucking that one season. Like I don't even remember the record, bro. And like it's just because I'm more music than I am sports, so sometimes stats slip me. But fucking we beat the Bulls single season record for fucking just their record in general. You know, and that was the team that everybody makes the fucking big deal about for the Bulls. You know, and like I mean. Wait, if it wasn't, man, I still can't believe we got beat by the Cavs that one year. Like, that was a little ridiculous.
They cheated because they was trying to give it back to LeBron.
Right.
By leaving Miami. They was trying to give him a back-to-back, dude. Cleveland is trash. When they got that, we brought them their very first championship.
Yeah, it was.
He did what he had to do.
Yeah,
it wasn't going to happen again. I already knew that. I'm like, this shit is not supposed to happen again.
Yeah. You know what the thing of it all is, too? Check this out. And, like, I am not a LeBron fan, and I don't really care. And it's not a hate.
A matter of fact, like I said, I was telling somebody else, not to cut you off, I was like, the other day, I was like, man, I think he fucked us up, dude.
I think so, too. He's, you know what, like, he's kind of like, now I'm looking at LeBron more along the, even though, okay, this is going to be a shit comparison, but, you know, like, anywhere Carmelo Anthony goes, is kind of like not gonna do it because he's not clutch enough and people start to rely on him, you know what I'm saying? Well, LeBron, he's too old to fucking carry him. And I'm gonna tell you this right now, bro, like fucking if the Lakers win this year, who fucking cares? Like, you know, that's the shitty thing about whoever wins this series, who fucking cares? Because
it's not gonna matter because it's Corona shit, man.
Right.
It's supposed to have been like fucking 18 more motherfucking teams supposed to have been in that fucking playoffs.
Right. And then I dare you to fucking compare LeBron to Jordan some more. You know what I mean? It's like fucking okay. Yeah, Jordan had good. Jordan,
to me, he ain't even Kobe. He's not even Kobe's book.
Yeah, and see, I wasn't a Kobe fan when he was playing. You know what I'm saying? But it was mainly because I always kind of rooted against the Lakers. That's just me, you know, being a Warriors fan, right?
That's understandable.
Yeah.
Mission.
Right. But like fucking Kobe kills LeBron. I don't even like. I have conversations with Nate and shit, or anybody younger typically. But I'm like, to me, he's not even like. I could name like 10 players that I think are more valuable than LeBron James right off the top of my fucking head.
Right. Well, you got to think about it. The closest one to Jordan was Kobe.
Yeah, easy, without a fucking question. Without a question. And and there's a lot of players. I'd even put Hakeem Olajuwon over fucking LeBron in top 10. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Like, and my reasoning behind it is like, okay, so say the Lakers win this year, right? And fucking it's all this big hoopla. Okay, so what the fuck? When did LeBron ever fucking win anything without a team that wasn't built around him?
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, fucking everybody else just came into their own. You know, if you know what, if the team was there, the team was there,
They
right?
try to fucking make it seem like it's his team when he came to it.
Fuck that.
that.
And then they bring in Anthony Davis. I mean, it's like, why do you even have to do that shit? You know, like, I mean, that's cool. Don't get me wrong. I get it. Like, you want good players on your fucking team, and the Lakers were kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. But, like, it's just, it's fucking old, man. Like, and I get it's business, and I get it's this, and it's a large market, and all that bullshit. But, like, I don't know. It's just how I feel. And that's coming from a fan perspective and whatever. And I think it fucking dilutes like a championship when you do stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, you know, everybody's like, oh, the front office, their draft picks. Who gives a fuck when you can just trade for whoever eventually if you got the money? Nobody gives a shit about draft picks anymore because, like, fucking, if you're a big market or your big name team, like, I'm surprised New York don't have a hell of a team ever. You know what I'm saying? And, like, fucking, it's like, you're just gonna spend the money, get the fucking good players, put 3 of them together for like a year or 2, get a title, and then fucking they're gonna leave and go to some other fucking city. You know what I'm saying? That's like the new strat, and I don't like it.
Hell yeah.
I'm just whining, bro. I'm bitching, and that's coming from somebody that, like, you know, we just won a bunch of titles and shit, and like we did some trades, but we never traded for a major piece except for Durant, and Durant kind of fell in our lap if I look at it like that, and I think we would have been better off without Durant. I think we would have just kept going anyway. I think we should never fucking. I don't think we should ever picked up Durant. Personally, I'm against that too. When we did, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad he's gone. And
yeah, well, he did bring in. He did his part.
He did.
Y'all got another championship with him, but you know, him and Trayvon was tripping.
Yeah. I'm just. It is what it is. But I don't know, bro. What time is it? Well, it's 6:30. I'm gonna fucking. I'm gonna take my pit bull named Douglas out back.
Man in the heat, reppin' the Northwest, better be banging this. Speak this language is deep. Something like Pitt's voice, hit you with a coin flip as if you had a choice. Light you up like Las Vegas, roll flares, scorching your gums. Trouble, can you hear the battle drums? Colt and Pitt the Ross, man, put it on them. Colt and Pitt the Ross, man, put it on them.
A pin number and shit so the service won't be interrupted.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah. I was like, shit. I was like, well, that's all good. And then I got a call today by the voicemail or whatever, and it was from like, must be from like a county or something, but it's like an inmate and I'm like, shit. And it was
fuck.
And I'm like, so, well, I better try and get a hold of Marquise and make sure him or Pitt ain't like in fucking jail, cause like I was thinking.
That's what the homeboy was talking about too. He's like, nigga, I wonder what the fuck. I ain't know if he was doing his sister out there. Did y'all niggas fuck around and go to jail? Or like, nah. That shit is crazy too, cause when a motherfucker, you think about it, when niggas naked, you just like, fuck. I felt like I was naked.
Yeah, without the phone on. It is a trip, bro. Think about the days when we came up, especially you know what I'm saying? Like, shit, when you was first coming around, there wasn't even really pagers, and then I came up in the straight up era of pager, you know what I'm saying? And then, and then it comes till now, and like, I don't even know there goes my phone. And then whenever I don't have my phone, bro, it's like, I feel weird. I have to get over it real quick, even when I forget it when, like, me and Nicole are going to the store or something, you know? And then, especially with kids, though, that's another thing. But really, we're all just attached to the fucking, it's just what it is, bro.
Yeah. So I'm just walking over here. I have to go over here and get a cigarette for my nephew.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, man. I'm glad you're good looking, though. So, what's up with the rap problem, though? How many traps have you got set? Is it more?
Bro, okay, so like I said, I had this little garden shit in the back, and at first it was just like, I seen one, like, and so I fucking set it out, and I tried using the big rat traps, you know what I'm saying? And the ones like a big mouse trap wasn't working, couldn't get the motherfucker, so I set out a sticky trap. This is like a month ago, and I catch it and fucking kill it and throw it away. or whatever. And then so I'm all cool. I'm planting my shit, you know, because like I said, I try to plant my little back area so it's like green in the city. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, like, man, my shit's like disappearing, bro. Like all of a sudden, like this dirt I had all piled up and had shit planted in, like sunk in and everything. And I was like, what the fuck? And so I kind of pressed down on it. Well, that motherfucker had burrowed up under this old swimming pool I was using for all my shit and fucking had dug all up under the dirt and it was eating fucking all my shit, dude. And so, like, at first I put out like 2 or 3 traps, sticky traps, and it wasn't working, bro. And I'm talking big ass sticky traps. And I think he was getting on there and pulling off of them.
Oh, fuck that.
And then Douglas, right, you know, he's pit bull rat terrier, and rat terriers, you know, they're legitly to get at rats. So he's going crazy trying to catch it all the time, but it's just this little, it's pretty funny though, but like it's such a little area that he can't get at it. Anyway, so I fucking go and I get 2 more. So now we're talking like I got a total of like 5 big ass sticky traps in my little back area, and I have to keep my dog on the other side so he don't get caught up in it and shit. And that motherfucker, I put Cheetos out there. I put fucking
Cheetos.
Yeah, bro. I was just grabbing whatever I could get, and he was getting them, and fucking, you could tell like he'd got kind of in it, and then was like pulling himself out. Right? So last night, me and DeMar, we went to the fucking Walmart or whatever, and I got 3 or 4 more of these packs that come with 2 apiece. So, bro, I'm talking like I got 8 rat traps plus the 4 I had previously, all up in there, bro. And I wake up, bro, and then I wake up this morning and I'm all butthurt because, like, you know, I didn't get it, right? And then, like, so Nicole just went to go get her hair cut. I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna go out there, smoke a cigarette and shit and whatever. And I hear this squeak and I look and I see him and it's got him by the back of his foot and he's like trying to get off and he was about to get away and I reached down, I seen this brick and I just grabbed it and threw it and fucking
fuck you with caveman style.
Yeah.
Unga bunga.
Yep, I unga bunged that motherfucker. Yeah, it was just like eep, and it was done and I was like, man, that felt good, bro.
I know, yeah. I was shit, I can't wait. I was like, damn, I can't wait to fucking kill the one because we have our problem was like, okay, in like in our old house and shit where we stayed at on Tillamook, we stayed by this desert. And as soon as these motherfuckers started, like, you know, clearing out the desert and building houses over there, and so it's like all the field mice and shit, the motherfuckers started fucking coming around and running over to the other side of into the neighborhood. So it was like a bunch of motherfuckers, like, dude, like, if you leave your fucking garage door open, they're coming. So it's like, I'm sitting in that motherfucker, and what pissed me off is just like, okay, at the time and shit, I was like, I didn't have my fucking license and shit, but I had my Cadillac, right? So I got my Cadillac, walked in the fucking garage, and I'm like, you know, okay, first to get ready to pull my shit out and wash it. And I left my windows down. So I'm like, you know, I went to go get out, and I'm like, I seen like all these little brown droppings and shit on the floor of my car. And I'm like, oh, hell nah. Right. That's mouse shit. That's some rat shit or whatever. Oh, man, I was running around like Rambo killing them motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I almost set the fucking house on fire and shit. I didn't give a fuck. I was torturing them. I was the type of motherfucker that was like, okay, if I can get them trapped, I'll set something in the corner and shit. And, you know, this is before I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go get some motherfucking mouse traps and shit. So what I would just do, I would set something in the corner and I'd wait for the motherfuckers to get in the corner. And you know how like you get the can, spray a deodorant and a lighter.
Oh.
I was getting them hard as motherfuckers like that. Yeah. And I was going out there, you gonna burn my house up, stop that, go to Walmart, go get some fucking traps. Like, okay.
Fucking pyro. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta watch fucking like mice and rats in general. I think everybody knows that around them old cars, man. I have a bunch. Well, I still have a few older cars, but man, I used to have a ton of them, bro, and that's the issue, especially in Montana. My friend Donnie, bro, he was telling me too, and I was just about to try this. Apparently, though, he said that like one of the best ways to get a rat is not even baiting with food. It's like fucking, you put a piece of tinfoil in the middle of one of them traps, but you make sure it's like shiny side up because they're like little fucking hobgoblins and they gotta like check it out, you know, and they'll fucking get at it, and that's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was texting Nicole right after, because the first fucking thing I did too is like I just sent her a picture, and I was doing whatever right before you called, and I texted her. I was like, man, that felt so fucking good. I was like, I could be a rat serial killer, you know, because I've been watching all this shit and like
A rat serial killer.
I know. And I was thinking to myself, I'm like, man, that must be how these motherfuckers feel in a way when they kill somebody, because it felt so good to kill that rat. I was just like, I could be the rat brick slayer or some shit like that.
A fighter pilot to come after the motherfucker, and when the fighter pilot got close to it, this motherfucking plane came apart and crashed.
Oh damn, the Alaskan Triangle, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's the trip. There's a lot of fucked up shit. You know, when we were fighting World War II, there was a lot of, like, people actually tried to attack Alaska. I think it was the Japanese. I'm not sure. There's all sorts of shit up there that is kind of a trip. None but aliens, man. Aliens are behind everything. How the fuck far away are you from Area 51 anyway? I don't even know how far that is from Las Vegas.
Shit, it ain't too far. I could have like on the way to Seattle and shit, you can kind of like see some shit off in the distance.
Yeah.
But you know they're not allowed to fly.
Oh
that
shit.
Close. Yeah, but you can like see some flat shit out. You're like, what the fuck?
Huh. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. I forgot, because you flew directly north when you're going to Spokane, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then you just look over there. You can see like little shiny shit, like little bunkers and shit like that. But as far as like the human eye can see, it looks like fucking ants.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure you can't see too much. I don't know. I was always kind of curious to that. The only time I've ever really drove through Nevada, though, I don't even know if I flew over it, except for when I was when I was in the feds or whatnot. They took me from SeaTac to Oklahoma City. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like we flew over Nevada, I know that, but like you can't really. It was during the day, and it was whatever. That's the only time. But when you drive down, like going down from Montana and then going to California and shit, you know, like you're on your way to Sacramento. Like, I noticed in Nevada, there's fucking everywhere. It's like, do not pick up hitchhikers, because there's all them little prisons everywhere and shit. And I always want...
Man, that shit is crazy, man. You know, that all these years, how long that shit been out there, and then they finally want to come out and admit it. But I still believe it's something they got hidden there, but by them letting it public know that it's there, ain't that kind of like, okay, we're gonna let y'all know it's there, so y'all won't think something's there, but it's really there.
Yeah, like they're fucking around.
Kansas City, what Bruce Willis said on Lucky Slevin, the Kansas City hustle, it's like make a motherfucker think you going left, you look right, and you go left or some shit like that. It's like
yeah. I actually seen that movie. That movie ain't too bad. Fucking no, it probably is. Like, I bet you it's like there was something there, or there is something there. But regardless, sometimes I think too also that if they're letting you know shit's there or something, they probably moved whatever the fuck they had going on anyway.
Right.
Yeah. So it's a hard call, I suppose. But you know what? Whatever. There's shit that they're releasing. I don't even know. I need to like pay attention to what I read more often sometimes. Like, but there was a thing where they just released like new documentation on like UFOs in New York or something like that. Like flying over, they had like legit like Air Force or some sort of shit like that, and they were reports. But a lot of this stuff's gonna start coming out because Freedom of Information Acts and whatnot. But I'm also assuming that if they really don't want you to fucking know something, they probably made sure there was no paperwork there to be found anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you know, when the motherfuckers was talking about, what was it? It was just last year when the motherfuckers was talking about they was gonna go do the rock concert. Actually, it was earlier this year before all this COVID shit jumped off.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers was all coming up to Area 51 talking about they supposed to have a concert. They on motherfuckers supposed to all get ready to go up over that mountain and come and see what they got. And the motherfucker, the military put a motherfucking email out and showed the pictures. Says, motherfuckers come up over here. This is what y'all gonna see. Who gonna be expecting y'all? Man, it had the whole motherfucker. It was the whole force out there. Them motherfuckers had stealth bombers. The motherfuckers all standing in front of stealth bombers and F-16s and shit.
Yeah.
It was like, come up over this hill if y'all want to.
Right. Yeah, there's like, well, you know who Bob Lazar is? You heard that name?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. When he released all his shit or whatever, and also I'm not like a fucking aficionado or nothing. I just used to listen to a lot of shit when I was in jail and then kind of carried over afterwards. But like, they talk about how a lot of them motherfuckers that worked at Area 51 in like the 60s and whatnot, they like they put them on like some sort of a bus or whatever from LA to wherever, then they put them on some sort of underground fucking train, and then they showed up there, and they were never like sure which bunker they were working in. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, the Eclipse cousin, AWOL Pops used to work there.
Really?
And the shit was crazy. He used to fucking like hop on the plane, get dropped off on a motherfucking bus, and from that point on, it was like everything, whatever the fuck you was doing was classified. It was like, can't talk about.
Right, like fucking we old shit.
When I worked on at Area 2 on the and there was Air Force Base at the federal prison at the time it was a federal prison, and it was anthrax case out here where somebody had anthrax in the car. And I'm sitting up there at work at the back of the dock, and they shut down the whole motherfucking base. They wouldn't let us go home and shit for like at least about like damn near 3 or 4 hours. When I watched the motherfucker take the car that was full of anthrax, and the motherfucker took them all the way back. They opened up the gate, and it's a long road that goes all the way back there. And the military police and shit, they used to come and get their meals because we used to work in the child hall to feed the inmates in the military.
Oh, okay.
And they used to order their meals and shit, you know, you'd be like, okay, 40 orange juices, 70 jam, 30 juices, 30 pies, 30 things of this, you know what I'm saying? And they used to all pick it up, and we used to have it set up in crates for when a motherfucker come pick it up. They all get up and just, you know, come in the restaurant, sign their shit, and then the motherfuckers will hop back in their Jeep and go behind that same road. And this motherfucking road, mind you this, it's like you looking down at the road, and on the way is that way, it's like fucking towards Arizona. And nobody, and you used to talk to the MPs and shit. Some of them used to be at the motherfucking bar and shit. We were saying, it's like, hey man, what the fuck is back there way behind that motherfucking gate? Where y'all be going back there by that mountain? Motherfucker would change the subject. Motherfucker be like, hey, how about them Raiders, man? You see the game? It's classified. They would not talk about that shit.
Yeah, I bet not. Yeah, there's some pretty serious shit about it. You know what's kind of funny, though, always kind of blew my mind, is like a lot of the people that were considered whistleblowers on all the bullshit, you know? Like, why are the bigger names not dead? Or, like, you know, did they want people to get out there and start talking about it just to make it seem crazy, you know? Like, you know, they did a pretty good job of making a lot of these people look nuts. Or maybe they were nuts. I don't know. But, like, it seems to me like our government would probably just kill a motherfucker if, like, something was that classified, right? Why would they even bother hiding it? Like, why would they even bother? Like, you know, it's just like if you go and talk about it, we're just going to murder you. That's the end of it. Well, I guess it wouldn't be considered murder if it's the government, but it's the same shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, out of that, I had a vision by the Men in Black.
Yep. Flash your shit, put your Ray-Bans on.
Oh no, but see, they make that shit a joke though, but it's just purified evidence that motherfuckers that say they seen shit, and if they have evidence of it, motherfuckers is succumbing. Yeah, they say it's always two motherfuckers, Men in Black. They pop up and say motherfuckers be pale looking and kind of awkward looking and shit. They always had shades on.
Yeah.
You got my hey man. Don't talk about this. If you talk about this to anybody else, we're gonna have a vision. You don't want us to come back.
Right. Yeah.
And then stories just start coming up. Stories like that just start coming out to like maybe less than 10 years ago.
Right.
But shit was like that been happening for decades. So you figure with the MUFON Project, if you ever heard of Project Blue? Blue Book? Man, check out the Project Blue Book. It was an incident back in the day, you know, it was still, interracial relationships, so shit wasn't still cool, but
right.
It was a couple that seen some shit and claimed he got abducted, and homeboy had got put up on a hypnosis, and he was explaining to him about what happened. And then what they did, when they went to go try to x-ray them, they found a chip in this motherfucker. So the motherfuckers is put, so when basically they say when you get abducted, these motherfuckers is putting chips in you. It's like motherfuckers that had dreams and shit. They was like, man, I think I got abducted. And then they get the itching and shit, and they be like, what the fuck is this shit? And they notice they have like a little fucking excision. It's people don't actually really got that shit taken up out of them, and the motherfuckers say it's like it's some type of fucking element that's unknown to Earth. They don't know what the fuck it is.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. See, I never heard of the case you're talking about, but I have heard of shit where like they remove them, and not only that, they're not like an element of Earth. Like it's all like one piece. It's not like our normal shit where like it's like a crystal, and they see, like, you know how the skulls they say store information, all that shit or whatever. Well, it's not like that. It's just like some organic type of material that's like doesn't even look right. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't look like it's not geometrically correct. Like it's not a square, it's not a rectangle. It's like just some random piece. And there's actually people that you can like hire, like certain people apparently. I don't know who's an aficionado on it or not, but like fucking that you can hire to come and remove that kind of stuff from you if you feel like you got it. And then also, you know, just like other things, you know, sometimes your body will reject it, and there's been people where there's stories of it like starts coming out of their skin, and they pick it out, they take it to whatever place, and then they determine that that's what it is, kind of deal, you know. But fuck, I think that's a realistic possibility, you know what I'm saying? Like you'd be kind of dumb to think that if like, you know, like think about, it's Shark Week, by the way, so like fucking think about us like tagging sharks. Why would they not tag us? I guess. I don't know. Right?
Yeah. Right.
So.
Oh, shit. That shit is crazy.
It is crazy.
Oh, shit, it's cool. Because I looked at the timer before I walked up there. I was like, while I was walking, I'm like, well, it's a little bit after 9:30. I'm like, okay, well, maybe be calling in a little bit. Well, I'm standing in line and the phone rings.
Yeah, it's all... It's all good, dog. Yeah, I've been running my ass off this morning. Went and bought like a cooler. You know what I mean? It's like all of a sudden you're about to leave and you're like, shit.
It's always something that you're just like, oh, fuck.
Right.
I forgot.
Right, bro.
I need to do this.
Yeah, and I packed like 3 days before, you know what I'm saying? And like, I made sure the kid was packed, fucking, and I got Nicole's shit already, everything. And then, yeah, it's like, all of a sudden I'm thinking I should go to a hardware store and get a lock and chain. And then, you know what I mean? You just think of all this random ass shit. But I don't really need none of that. But yeah, so that's what I did. But yeah, fucking, So anyway, if you hit the studio this weekend, which I'm praying for, like, I'm gonna send Marquise a file. It's a zip file and it has everything in it. You know what I'm saying? So whenever whoever, the engineer or that guy, like if he just opens it up, it'll have everything and he can just put the folder right on his desktop. But also what I'm going to do is I'm going to send him each individual track as well. And so that way, like, you can download it to a phone or do whatever and play it how you want. You know what I'm saying? And I'm putting the ones that we talked about, and then I'm putting a couple other ones, like that campfire track, like just in case you're like, hey, I want to get to that, fuck it, right? You know what I'm saying? So that way you have like options, you know?
Right.
So I got you.
I feel you.
I got you though.
Alright.
But yeah, so I'll probably go pick her. I'm gonna probably be out of here in about 45 minutes, so I gotta go eat gas.
Oh, okay.
Dude, it's cool.
Well, yeah, man. Shit. Well, yeah, take care of that damn shit. I'm like I said, ooh, shit, it's kind of walking up down the stairs. I should have put my fucking shoes on. I walked up out here with my fucking flops.
Yeah. Oh, I got you.
Slows you
Yeah.
down.
Fucking right. Yeah, it does. Yeah, that's all I've been wearing lately. You know what? We got fucking lucky. Like, usually on the Oregon coast, like, even this time of year, a lot of times it's, like, only, like, 56, 60 degrees at the ocean because it's that cold water, you know? Well, shit, bro. Out of nowhere, it's going to be, like, 102 in fucking Portland. So, like, you know, like, we're leaving, and then that means that the coast where we're going is actually going to be, like, 72 to 78 degrees, which is unheard of. Well, I mean, it happens, but I mean, like, when I was booking this shit in advance, like, all the stuff I kept looking at, it's, like, 60 degrees. It's, like, 80 here. I'm like, fuck, I don't want to go to the ocean when it's cold. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
but, I mean, I guess it really don't matter, but.
Okay.
All I heard is something about Beyonce. I did that Beyonce. What the fuck?
This is talking about somebody had a little bitty ass dog, and it say her name's Beyonce.
Oh my god.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard it. That's why I was saying that. I was like, Beyonce.
Her name's Beyonce.
Fucking stupid. Yeah. That is crazy. What is wrong with people sometimes? I always wonder shit like that. I guess I got a pit bull named Douglas, so I really can't. Like, you know what I mean? But I mean...
Well, shit, like Tom Hanks had... What was his name? Is this soccer ball?
Oh, Wilson? Yeah, the soccer
Wilson,
ball.
Yeah, the name of it. But the name was but it was a Wilson soccer ball.
Right. Wilson!
Oh, got mad as he was tripping. He was fucked up for that.
Yeah. Well, that's the only thing you knew. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't even remember how long.
Because he fucking didn't he have like he like made a coconut man or some shit.
Bro, I can't remember all the way. I don't even know how long he was out there for, to be honest. I remember the key parts that probably anybody our age remembers, but other than that, I don't remember shit about.
Yeah, because I remember. I think the first one he made was like a fucking coconut, and then something came and fucked it off, and then he seen that Wilson soccer ball, and then that kind of like completed him for a while.
Yeah, that's fucking funny, man. We're old, but that's all right. You know, like, it's amazing to look back and think about how big those movies were like that. And I was watching, I don't even know, I was flipping through some fucking channel, and I just stopped, and I was watching it was Dennis the Menace, like the early 90s, mid 90s or whatever. And I was watching, and the camera was moving up over the houses and the neighborhood. All the people were out walking in the scene, you know, and you could tell it was a movie, right? Because there used to be this certain look to like a movie, you know what I mean? And like you knew it was a movie, but there was something really cool about it. And then I was thinking with like how drones are now, you know, everybody uses drones to film, and like just some special effects are so much different. Bro, I don't know if movies will ever give you the feel that they used to. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, like, think about, like, watching a movie like My Girl or something. Excitement. You know what I mean?
The adrenaline rush just was like, okay, this movie's gonna be the shit. And then now, it's like, it's nothing.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's a lot. I don't know. Though the last movie, bro, I'm telling you though. Have you seen the Joker?
Which one?
The newest one, like the one with
the one with no, you talking about the one with Phoenix?
Yeah, yep.
Rivers' brother.
Yeah, yep. Joaquin, yep. Yeah,
Joaquin, yeah.
Bro, that.
No, you know what? I heard that it's more like it's showing like his psychological side. And it's like he wasn't really like Joker on Batman.
Well, he's crazy as shit, and it's like putting a realness to it, like mental health, etc., all that craziness, and like it shows like the beginning of the Joker, which I never really knew. I mean, I like comic book shit, but I'm not a comic book guy. Like, I didn't grow up reading them because they weren't available where I lived when I was little, so I never got into them and shit. But like, but at the same time, like. Dude, it's dark and cool, and he blows De Niro's head off at the end and shit, and he kills Robert De Niro at the end and shit, like towards the end, dude. I'm telling you, yeah, like De Niro.
You never seen Robert De Niro get murked. That's what was so fucking funny about it.
Yeah,
that's why I laughed,
bro.
I never seen De Niro like get murked.
Yeah. But you guys need it. You should check it out, bro. It's like one of the only movies I've seen in the last, like, I don't know, 2 years that I thought was, like, new and worth it. You know, but it's serious. You know, there's some funny shit in it, but, like, it's just a good movie.
Key? Hey, hold on real quick, cause let me find my key.
All right.
All right. Shit, it's fucking humid out there.
Is it? Yeah,
man, fuck. I'm breaking the sweat and shit. They've only been gone for like fucking 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, I just sent that file with.
Yeah, man, like I said, that I'm gonna have to check it out because I used to always laugh when I seen that commercial when the motherfucker, like, when the curtains opened up.
Yeah.
The way he was just like, oh, yeah, motherfuckers, here I go.
Nah, bro,
he's supposed to be like a fucking comedian or some shit.
Well, he wants to be at some point, but it's just, I don't know. It's crazy, bro. I don't want to even.
Does it make it like feel sorry for him or some shit? Like, oh,
I don't know. It's like kind of like, I don't know. I guess it depends on like your mindset and what kind of person you are. Because to me, I was like, damn, that is basically how mental health is, and it sucks and fucking, you know, whatever. But there's parts where you like cheer for him, bro. Like, cause you want to see him kill the rich preppy people. You want to see. That's me though. You know what I mean? And nothing against. Not everybody rich is bad, but in the situations that they put him in, it's like, fuck yeah, bro. Fucking good thing. You know, he's like the anti-hero. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
That's how I felt about it.
Well, see, the Joker is, that motherfucker he has a fucking psychotic twist to him. It's a method to his madness.
Yes.
You know, that was like, you know, like growing up, my older brother and shit was like, you know, back in the days when fucking Batman in the 60s and shit was all that shit. His favorite character was the fucking Joker.
Which one is that? That Dwayne?
Yeah, Moneyline Mac.
Yeah. I think he's kind of cool, man. I check out his Instagram shit sometimes.
It's funny as fuck, huh?
Yeah.
You know what I like about it? Because it's cheesy, kind of cheesy.
Bro, it's cool, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's kind of cheesy.
Well, how I feel about it is you can't take nothing away from him for being who he is and how he goes about it. And he's still about his shit. You know, it's like a lot of people, they get older and they just lose who they are. You know, and they're somewhere, like a lot of people somewhere in their like late 20s, 30s, they just start to like forget like what kind of person they really are, and they just get into this work and kids, etc. Which, you know, you should get into that shit, but you should never forget, like, hey, I like this kind of shit. I enjoy to be this person. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah, because it's like he has the fucking was it Elvis Sinatra?
Yeah.
I liked that shit. I was like, oh yeah. So it's like money when I'm back, and then he got some Elvis Sinatra shit. It was like one day he had a fucking I think he actually had some Frank Sinatra shit. He was fucking singing some shit up. He had some shit, man, back in the day, right before he like when he like really like got into it, like how you doing it now.
Yeah.
So it was like fucking just to see how he was building it.
Yeah, it's a trip.
Sinatra.
Yeah, I could have swore I seen a picture. Maybe it was just on his shit or something, and I was just looking real quick. But I thought he had a picture with Cowboy for some reason.
No, telling you, he probably did.
Well, they were all suited. They were all suited up and shit. Looked like they were on the strip. I think. I don't know, bro. I could be tripping though. But I looked.
Speaking of Cowboy, you that motherfucker. I talked to him this morning.
Man in the heat, reppin' the Northwest, better be banging this. Speak this language is deep. Something like Pitt's voice, hit you with a coin flip as if you had a choice. Light you up like Las Vegas, roll flares, scorching your gums. Uh-oh, trouble, can you hear the battle drums? Colt and Pitt the Ross, man, put it on Doom. Colt and Pitt the Ross, man, put it on Doom. Colt and Pitt the Ross, man, put it on Doom. Grab a straight razor, ear to ear, then you consume. Colt and Pitt the Ross, man, put it on Doom. Colt and Pitt the Ross, man, put it on Doom. Ross, man, put it on Doom. Ross, man, put it on Doom.